Hey, everybody.
Hey. Look at all these notifications. China, you with us down there?
Yeah, I'm here.
She looks super busy, huh?
I know. You look like your husband. I was like,
I gotta be busy. I'm always busy. I can't help it. I can't help it. All
We
right.
got the
That's all
process.
set to
He's
go.
such a loyal fan. Wow, he's always here with us, girls.
I know. He's so amazing.
Hello, Ragnar. Hey, brother, how are you? Oh, ladies, we have a good one to talk about today. We're gonna talk about the definition of a ride or die. Of a ride or die.
Wait. Somebody
Wow.
said we're blurry. All of us are blurry? If we're all blurry, it might be you. Did you just fart?
No.
Ready? Oh, okay. All right, ladies, let's go. Okay, so we're gonna first of off, we just want to say hello to everybody. Thanks for joining us. We are gonna take on this topic, and it's a very it's instrumental in being married or with a biker. You know, there's times when I remember when I first was introduced to this life, I was trying to impress him, so I would wear heels to different events, and just trying to be sexy with my leather pants on and my heels. And then I got to understand more and more how things were, and it was like, okay, I need to wear my combat boots because I never know when I'm gonna have to run to the car and grab a pistol, or if I'm gonna have to help, you just never know how that thing goes. So we're gonna start from China, and we're gonna explain
to all the police officers out there, she meant water gun. She's going to grab the water gun.
Super soaker.
Listen, okay, yeah, the water gun. Okay,
Water gun.
Super soaker. Yep, it's the super soaker.
so China, tell us, how do you define the phrase ride or die? When you hear that, what do you think, and what comes to mind?
Well, a woman willing to support her man in his lifestyle no matter what. A woman willing to ride out any problems or die trying.
Wow, yeah, that's
A ride or die is ready to book plane tickets tomorrow if need be. And if you say jump, they jump higher than you could have ever imagined.
Ooh. Okay, Justice, let's hear what you have to. Justice looking down like I want.
You tell me jump, I might not. It depends on how you say it. I might not be jumping.
Right.
Dude, I love ride or die. I mean, Wild's my family, and the one thing my brothers, my daughter, or anybody can tell you that if you cross a line, even if you don't know it, you're about to see a whole nother person, and it's just an instinct that I have. It's like, nope, this is family. You don't touch this. And if you don't understand that, let me tell you. But I think it can go further, and I've seen that with Wild. He has a wonderful friend who, even when we first met, dude, those two were two peas in a pod, right? And then all of a sudden one day it came down to it, and it's not my story to tell, but I really got to see the definition of ride or die, even though it was two guys. Because, man, I mean, and his whole thing, what was his saying? He said, I am my brother's keeper. And that is I think even better than ride or die. And you'll see that in the club, and you see that outside the club, because his family is our family.
Absolutely.
And I have that with my cousin. I have that with the best friend since first grade, and we don't get along. Like, we've been friends since first grade. We will stop talking to each other for years. Like, she didn't even come to my first wedding where she was my maid of honor, because we'll call each other on our stuff and we'll get mad, but we're ride or die, because that we're honest with each other. We're there. We're not putting up with each other, but when all else fails, we got each other no matter what, no matter how many years, nothing.
That's strong.
That's true.
We have different ride or dies. My mom is deceased, bless her heart. My dad is my ride or die. My children, I have 4. They're all my little ride or dies. But today we're going to discuss our mates and our spouses, our boyfriends, our husbands. And, I remember when I was younger, I watched this movie, Thelma and Louise, and how those girls, because of a bad situation, it actually made them kind of make some bad choices. But hey, look at that. We got
This is really my ride or die.
so
He's going to
sweet.
take my daughter out. He's going to take Wild out. He don't even care if you're a big old.
He's a star. He wants to be acknowledged.
Yeah,
But
like I'm here.
I think when you hear right, because he needed.
Is your big boy trying to get up now? He's like, what about me?
So my definition is a ride or die, just someone that really has your back, is loyalty. And don't get me wrong, because there's a thin line between loyalty and stupidity. Mm-hmm. And so there's a lot of women who will say, I'm a ride or die. But my thing is, yeah, I'm a ride or die. And I think I know for a fact that Dragon can definitely call me a ride or die. But when you hear that phrase, you're like, well, why I gotta die? Why I can't just have your back? And so we're just gonna talk about that today. When your guy, sometimes things happen on these bikes and they go down, and you forced to take time off from work and your life and nurture them. And a lot of times when you are faced with different illnesses and different things like that, you truly you're faced with who your ride or die truly is. And also, I said the stupidity part. There's a lot of girls or women who think that, oh, I'm gonna have your back and I'm gonna do this and do that, but it's only to a certain extent. I'm not going to jail. I have children to raise, and I'll have your back to a certain extent. But when it comes to you making bad choices, and there's so many women in prison right now for making decisions or choices to I'm gonna back him up. I'm gonna take what he got, and they're in prison and the guy is out. So that's what I mean by it's a thin line between ride or die or loyalty and stupidity. And what do you girls think about that?
Let me tell y'all, I was in jail with all those girls. All those women were doing 10 years, 15 years, 20 years, and all their babies coming up to see them. Their men are all gone, and they're not once coming up to see them. Like, don't be the fall. There's a big difference between being a ride or die and being a fall girl. And I'm with you, dude. If he's messing up and I can see that and he's, lost it, that's different. Of course, I got a kid. I got to worry about that. Now, unfortunately, if something goes down, I'm a very instinctive person. Yeah. And that can be a bit of a problem. But you can see, ladies, you can see if your man's being stupid. You can see if he's not. It's real easy to determine the two. But don't be those women, man. That's like the saddest thing. They're never going to get to raise their kid. Somebody else has to. And none of the men are there. None.
That's really sad. What do you think, China?
Well, I think one of the things is as a woman of a biker, you always know details about your man's past, but you never go around telling their whole story.
Yeah, I like that.
You don't. You tell what needs to be told to protect and back them 100%. You only let out bits and pieces. You never tell your man's whole story.
Yeah, I think that there's a thing called street code, and in our culture, there's a thing called the biker code, or just between a husband and a wife, a boyfriend and a girlfriend. I mean, I think that yeah, I think everybody on this panel has been through something with their mate, and I think it's nobody's business but ours. But I know for a fact, by just knowing you ladies and the relationships that you have with your guys, I just from the time of me knowing you all, I could truly say I believe that you are all ride or dies. I do believe that. I believe you have your husband's back or your man's back to a certain extent. Um, I don't see, you are very strong women and secure in who you all are. And I don't really see that, like, you taking a bad rap for something that he chose to do or whatever. So let's give some examples of what a ride or die, like actual examples. So just like, tell me what's a good example of um
A ride or die.
something, yeah, of what you actually uh you know what you actually did to make you say that you are a ride or die.
Well, so that's the thing. Like, I agree with China on the fact that she says you don't ever call out your man's past. And I also will back that up with you don't tell everybody who you are either.
Yeah.
I think my best way of describing how I'm his ride or die is he has so many things going on, and without even thinking about it, I'm there to support every single thing. Whether it be me making sure he's on there, the clothes are done, the kids are taken care of, he's mentally in an okay spot, because without me asking questions, because that's a really hard one. Like, there's a lot of times I don't want to know, B, he can't say, but I know something's wrong. I think it goes even further than protecting your man and protecting the house and all that. It really goes on to, you don't even think twice, and you kind of put him like you do your kids, which is way above you, and you take care of them no matter what, no questions asked. So that's what a ride or die is to me. I can't
I
give
had,
examples.
I actually had a friend of mine, a real close friend I've known since middle school. He actually made a statement one time, and he said, "As a man, when you prove to her that you are willing to ride or die for her, that's when you have her dying to ride with you."
I like that.
I love
I
that.
like that. Yeah, that is
And
so
and that's true,
cool.
because your
Yeah.
man, not only are you out looking for your man and watching his back, but he is also doing the same for you
Yeah.
and protecting you and making sure, you know, there's things unseen and unheard, and you sit back, you don't go on specific things, you stay home where you're safer. It's like he's always watching out for you. And if your man can watch out for you
Hmm.
like that, then hell yeah, you're going to be dying to be on
Oh
that bus,
yeah. Yeah.
dying to go and do what you need to do and take care of him any way possible.
Yeah. When you
Dana
feel
Johnson.
protected, you're taken care of. They protect
Exactly.
you, protect them in every way.
Well,
Right.
it's
Absolutely.
like a true man, a true man and biker man, any way, shape, or form, fights not only because he hates what's in front of him, but a true man fights because he loves the woman behind him.
Oh yeah.
I like. Ooh, China
Like
girl.
that. Damn.
Listen, ladies,
What is
Daniel
true?
Johnson says
If
all
you're
of
on the
us
back of
women.
that, if you're on the back of that bike, that man is going to do what he can because
Mhm.
he loves who is on the back of that
That's
bike
true. That's
in
true.
any way, shape, or form, no matter what comes down to it. We have had numerous conversations on, one of the reasons why, we never wore helmets. I wear a helmet now. I wear a full face helmet. We got the headset so we can communicate the whole 9 yards.
We do too.
And I was totally dead set against it, not gonna lie. But what he's doing is he is looking out for both of our interests, because we do have kids. Yes, they are all adults, but there's always got to be someone here for them between the two of us.
Mhm.
So when we both go to ride, he has taught me how to get off the bike if the bike's going down. So I know how to get off the bike without getting hurt. And, he looks out for your best interest.
Absolutely. I love that. Um, Dana Johnson, I hope I said it right. I'm sorry. She said all of us women hold so much in to protect the ones we love. That is so true. That's really
100%
true.
true.
Hmm
100%.
And you're right, China. It's just not any guy. It's just not any guy. You could be a ride or die for someone who drains you
Yeah.
spiritually, mentally, physically. I've been
Mhm.
there before. I've been a ride or die for someone who was not a ride or die for me. He didn't take care of me in all those aspects. But there's been so many times when my life was in Dragon's hands, where we were in snowstorms with no one else around, and whatever he told me to do, I did it. And I just watch. Sometimes I feel every time we go on a trip, it's an adventure. And so, I'm never scared though. I might be like, oh my God, how is this gonna unfold? But I never, he told me today he never saw me scared. And I always, it's so refreshing to be with someone where you can actually take that S off your chest. You don't have to be, I am woman, hear me roar. You don't have to take on that role because your man has it. That's a very powerful position to be in as a man, to take care of your woman. And that's a lot to, for a lot of women. A lot of us love hard, and we want to be a ride or die, but you have to be a ride or die for the right man. You just can't be a ride or die for just anybody, or you'll be like Jess said, those girls serving time and someone else is raising their babies for something stupid. So you definitely have to take that into consideration.
Yep.
What else do you guys have to add?
And there's so much you could freaking say.
Oh
It's
no,
like,
we really. This
I
is a.
mean, okay, I have a sister, a biological sister. We've gotten close in the past few years, and I consider her a ride or die. Because why? Because she's got my back no matter what. She loves me for who I am as a person. I don't have to fake who I am in front of her. I can just be me.
That's
So
beautiful. That is so
if
beautiful.
somebody allows you to be who you are and doesn't make you be something that you're not, I consider a person like that a ride or die.
Yeah. It's
And
it's
that's
it's. Go ahead, Jess.
yeah, like I mean, you're all like, you don't have to be woman raw or whatever, but dude, I'm from a I am who I am. I'm all about taking care of myself. That's all I have is in the world, like realistically, I can move on if he's not here. Not I can do life. I can take care of my kid if he's not here. I'm a very strong person. I'm a very independent person. That's how I was raised. And he has never once tried to make me feel bad about it. He's never once tried to make me less than. He's just like, you know what? We are exactly alike. We are equal in strength. And here we go. Let's stack it.
I like that teamwork. You
Yeah.
know,
Oh, yeah. We're building an empire. Like, we're not
man.
just, yeah, building a garden.
I
you
know
know?
that's right. I like that because you have a responsibility when you uh, pray and ask God for a mate, a spouse. I think you have a responsibility as a mate and as a spouse to push him to greatness. By
But
any
y'all
means
both should do that.
necessary.
That's
Hmm
that's the thing about your great man is your man will also push you.
Exactly.
You push each other without even knowing it.
It's mutual.
It's mutual.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah. And
And then
you.
your kids see the benefit of that.
Oh yeah.
Like, that's my
Yeah.
big thing. It's like I want my daughter to be able to marry somebody that A deserves her, B is not gonna put hands on her because You did I have to go get the water gun? You know, but
Super
it's just
soaker.
like
Super
have
soaker.
to,
She said the
right?
super.
You
I
have to
know
show
that's right.
them.
Yeah. Oh
You have
yeah.
to show your kids how to treat a woman, how to be treated by a man, and how to what a real couple, real partnership, real ride or die looks like, and not what they see
Exactly.
on a video or on TikTok or whatever.
I like what the process said. He says, you can touch me, you touch my old lady, and your hands are gone.
I know
Wait,
that's
wait.
right.
If I touch your old lady, are my hands still gone? Second.
I think that's natural.
To touch his
God
old
put
lady?
no. I think it's
Okay.
natural. It's part of a male's mental makeup to want to protect. Even if it's not your woman, if you see a little girl or a woman being mistreated, naturally a
Oh.
man, an alpha man, is gonna want to step in. Like, hold up, even the dog.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
y'all
we
should have
witnessed
seen
that.
it. We almost
That
went
dog, let
live
me tell
because
you, I'm like,
he was
ooh,
almost eaten.
Brutus.
He was almost eaten.
Yes, he does not play. He doesn't play when it comes to him either. But I mean, even in the animal kingdom, they know that you're not supposed to mistreat women. You're supposed to take care and protect the women. Braveheart too. Even the baby, even the smaller dog. He's little, but he got a big body. he doesn't care. He's went up against pits and all kind of dogs. He just don't care. I don't think he realizes what size he is or
Didn't
how
y'all
he
just
is.
see
But
Max? Again,
yes, they're
Max
about
will
the
try and
same
take
dog
down
size.
Wild. I'm like, you have no earthly idea.
Yeah. So you ladies, y'all like, what else can we add to this? Because I like to hear what you guys have to say. I don't want to just sit here and take up all
I
the
would
time.
like to know what questions y'all have out there about ride or die. Is there anything y'all want to know that we haven't answered? Is there something that you think is ride or die? And, we can either agree or disagree and tell you why we don't
Right.
agree or tell you why we do agree.
I see.
Or maybe not.
Oh, he's giving them the option to call in. Okay.
Oh, hey.
Wait, are y'all's phone lines frozen over there? Do we need to, send them over here? Where it's like 73-degree weather.
Stop,
Yeah.
bro. Stop. Just stop. That's not fair.
It's so fun.
I just want to throw something out there really quick, and this is off the subject, but I asked Dragon this the other day. I said, have you ever had to take the keys away from a brother? Have you ever had to, a lot of times at these events, I know what you said, Jess, the last week when we were talking, and I was like, wow, some of these sisters, they start drinking and they get lost and they get comfortable and they're just drinking and drinking and drinking. Some of them are riding home on a bike and some are not. And Jess was like, well, it's okay to let loose and have fun, but usually whenever I go out to different events and I'm with Dragon, it's about business. So I'm sitting there. It's hard for me to get comfortable and just let loose. I do that at home. I'll
You're
never
not
go.
allowed to. You're not allowed to.
You're right.
You're the ex-national president. You can't.
Yeah. So I'm usually
I
sitting
can't.
somewhere just looking at everybody, and I can't even get up and dance. But yes. Oh,
What about
the process said if you.
what about the ladies in the club that we have to be around that we think are, they're all like, oh yeah, we're family, or I'm your rider, whatever. Because we all have that. I mean, we have, women we were friends with in the club. There are women that we thought were friends in the club. We have women outside the club, that we thought they were ride or die, and then come to find out they weren't.
Oh,
How did y'all
yeah.
handle that? Did y'all have that?
I'm seeing that in his club, I definitely know what you're talking about when what you are capable of doing and how you move and things that you would do, and then to hear about somebody else that is giving up so easily or not sticking in as hard as you're like, oh wow, really? and it just makes you appreciate yourself. Do you understand? Like, oh wow, when he was down, I didn't walk away from him. It's so easy to walk away from somebody when they're down, when they're sick, when they're incapable of functioning or being themselves. That's easy to do, to walk away from someone like that. But when you have the ability to stick it out and be like, you know what, oh well, hell, you down, you bad, and you in a bad way, but this is not gonna last. This too shall pass, and I'm gonna stick by your side and stick through this. Even if we haven't going through a bad time, it's just really hard for me to leave a wounded guy. Or do you understand what I'm saying?
Yeah, wounded soldier.
So innocent. Look, Stephen John said, innocent but clueless about this life. Girls who really ride or die. As a dude, how do you school them?
Lead by example. Seriously, lead by example. A man should lead by example, and the women will just follow in the footsteps.
Depends on how old they are.
Very true. But
it depends on where they're from, how they were raised. It has so much, either you know it and it's code and you've known it, or she's not, I hate to say the word smart enough, she's lucky enough to have women around her to show her the way. But
Absolutely.
I'm really like, either you know it or you don't.
Yeah, I know some things Dragon taught me, but then a lot of things I knew on my own. Coming from the streets of Chicago, I learned a lot, even and I saw a lot. So a lot of times we'll have conversation, and he like, oh, girl, you need to be a president. You know about this street code. Oh, you know what I'm saying? So just experiencing it, or being not even saying I was involved in it, but just hearing about it or seeing it, or I can truly say I'm experienced. So coming into this bike life, it wasn't foreign to me, because it wasn't that foreign to me. I'll just say that, because a lot of things, the protocols and the way you do things doesn't just apply to bike life. It applies to military life, street life, gang life.
Oh, wait, we can put country life in there. Don't let us country people look.
Yeah,
we know how to get rid of a body with 6 hogs. We have so much land, nobody knows anything. So don't underestimate us country people. We got all kinds of 4-wheelers, 18 truck, whatever.
Yeah, I heard that.
Take you far into the swamp.
Yeah, ladies, tell me, I asked Dragon about that the other day. Have you ever had to take the keys away from a brother that was intoxicated? Or I know that's like the brothers in the club or whatever, but I have personally went up to Dragon and told him, that brother right there had a lot to drink. I think somebody said, Tia, where are you from? I'm from the West Side, sweetie.
That's Gio's in Chicago.
On the South Side, and we moved to the West Side when I was fairly young, so I can't even claim the South Side. I feel like
you can't even claim the South Side now.
No, not at all.
No, you get one side or the other.
Right,
I'm from the country. I can claim them all.
So you are so funny. So what do you guys think about that? Like going up to your guys and saying, like, look at that brother, like, wow, he's had a lot to drink and he's about to leave on his bike. Because I feel like it's our responsibility. To me, if you call yourself my brother, my sister, it's your responsibility to say, okay, brother, because in my car club world, we just lost a brother. And I asked myself, like, why would they give him the keys to his car in his condition? So how would you deal with that if you saw a brother just was just gone to the point where you was like, I don't want to see him on that bike?
All you can do is make a suggestion. All your man can do is try and convince him not to. A grown man's going to do what he's going to do. A grown woman's going to do what she wants to do. And we ran across that one time, and I mean, everybody was like, no, 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 no. But, worse would have probably broken out if somebody tried to take those keys. So everybody followed. Everybody, because it's sometimes that's all you
Oh,
can do.
followed him home is
Oh,
what you're
yeah.
saying?
Well,
Oh, wow, really?
actually, we followed to a taco truck. We all had tacos. And then we
Oh,
followed
that's
him because he was
cool.
hungry. But,
Yeah,
like there's only so much you can do. You want, I mean, I'd rather that happen than him fucking fight, get pissed off, something goes down, or fight, get pissed off, and he's gone by himself. I mean, there's only so much you can do. There's only so much to listen.
What about you, China? Have you experienced that?
Having to take somebody's keys?
Or even
Oh.
telling your guy, like, oh my God, such brother over there had too much to drink. Like, you got to do something about that. Because, like we said before, we are their eyes and ears. Sometimes when they're busy talking business or, over there, we're over here and we see things they don't see. And
Well,
so,
when we would go out, I wouldn't drink, and he doesn't drink, so that's beneficial for both of us.
mhm.
Because I'm not going to drink and get drunk if I got to be on the back of a bike. That's just would be ignorance in
Yeah.
my part. So we don't drink. So we actually just watch everybody else. And there's been a couple situations where I've gone up to him and told him, check out so and so over there. He's a
Yeah.
little too far in, and he's physically taking keys from people.
Wow. Dragon has too. Dragon said they do not play that. They will take your keys and they will kick your ass. And they actually established that, within the club. Like, if we feel like you've had too much to drink, if someone asks you for your keys, you have to give up those keys, and it doesn't matter who you are, I like
We used
that.
to have friends that would bring trailers, a vehicle with a trailer. So if
Mhm.
somebody was that messed up, we would just load their bike on a trailer. They got no choice. They ain't going nowhere.
Yeah, they have a thing where if two brothers say something to you, you have to, even if you don't want to, and they will find a way for you to get home or back to your hotel room. And the good thing about in the clubhouse, the process says, I can't see it anymore. but you can't fix stupid. It's his choice to be a death angel. Yeah, that's one of the sad things about I learned quick about this lifestyle. I remember when I first came in, Dragon used to tell everybody, I love you, I love you, I love you, I love you. And I said, why you saying it? Why you telling everybody? But I learned quickly, because from event to event, you never know when you're going to in our lifestyle, in this lifestyle, you could be at an event Saturday and somebody on the way home, we can lose them. We lose our people. So
Or on
it's
the way
very
to the
important.
event. On the way
Huh?
to the event. On the way to the
On the
event.
way to the event and leaving the event. And it's like, wow, we just partied together. I've seen it so many times, and it's like, damn. I'm so glad I told that brother. I had a conversation with him or whatever. And I think that's how I look at it. Whenever we go out to these events, you never know when is the last time you're going to see someone. And I can't tell you how many times it's been on a Saturday. And then that Sunday, and they say, oh, this happened to this brother and this happened to that. And it's like, wow.
See,
And it just
I've
lets
seen
you realize how short life is for a lot in this lifestyle. It's like you gotta love on each other. We don't know how long we're gonna be here, but everybody is doing what they love. And that's one of the things that I always say, well, that brother, he left here doing what he loved, and that means something, So
Have y'all ever noticed that a lot of brothers, sisters, whoever, it's not the events, man. It's them, coming home from work because some stupid idiot doesn't see them or is in a hurry or whatever, or going to work. And that's the thing. It's like they're not out with their club, they're not out going to an event, they're not drinking whatever. They're just doing life on a bike.
Yeah.
I've heard so many. The majority of things I've heard where people are hurt have always just been they were doing life, and that's the thing
Yeah.
that's horrible is nobody pays attention. And then who takes care of them? We do. We take care of them. You know.
I will honestly say before coming into this lifestyle, I saw bikers, and it's nothing like driving down the street and a biker come on. Vroom.
I love that. By the way,
I love it now, but when you got a car full of kids and you in mommy mode, pilot mode, and you passing out cheeseburgers and you doing this and you doing that and to see a biker. Vroom.
you can't hear them. I can hear them coming. I already know. Get over.
Yeah, so okay, so yeah, he said we're getting off track. So I want to get back on the ride or die. But yeah, that is something. A lot of people are intimidated by bikers, and just to have they do things like I've seen a biker who pulled in front of me and then he turned around and looked at me with his hand on his hip, but I'm like, look at the road. Look at the road, so I think people hate that you're free. That when you act a certain way, a lot of people can't deal with it. They're like, oh, I'm trying to get to work and he up here playing on that bike and you having fun too. And so a lot of people are like,
people hate what they don't know.
Yeah.
And that goes with everything in life. Is people hate what they don't know, what they don't understand, what they're ignorant about. Because everybody can say, oh, bikers are bad, bikers this. Dude, I've seen so many with all different clubs do so much amazing stuff with their community, with protecting children that have to go to court, with big Christmas runs. I think everybody does that, like Toys for Kids or whatever.
Yeah.
Like there's so much good that they do. And unfortunately, there are things out there that paint them bad. And there's not anything that shows them. I mean, they get together for every kid's birthday in some clubs, every member's kid's birthday. They're there for weddings. If you're really hurt, if you're single, they'll give you a ride. They'll get you groceries, Like I wish the world could see that instead of the stuff out there, because it is amazing. It's powerful. And they don't get enough credit for it.
Oh, absolutely. I totally agree with that. It's nothing like going into Walmart around Christmas and you see a bunch of Hells Angels or another 1% club and they're buying bikes for kids. And it's like, wow, okay.
Every club does that.
Too poor. You know what I'm saying? So a lot of people on the outside don't understand our culture, and they just look at it like, oh, they're a bunch of rebels. And they have no.
I think more and more do. I think we have a lot of negative news media that wants to keep us painted bad to boost their ratings, to give somebody a reason not to look at what's really happening, to, give them another story. Why don't you give them a real story?
Yeah.
Why don't you really show them? I mean, it's so amazing when
Yeah.
For everyday Joes, everybody messes up. Let's not be stupid, but they really come out of their comfort zone in different ways for their community, for individual people, for kids, for whatever. And I wish to God every club that's out there got more recognition for that.
Absolutely. What do you think, China?
Common sense. Get some.
Oh, good luck. Good luck, my friend.
Get some. I mean, that comes with all of it. That comes with the ride or die. Common sense. You have common sense. You're gonna know what's right and what's wrong. You're gonna know. You got people drinking and driving on their bikes. You got people drinking and driving in their cars and not watching out for them bikes. Common friggin' sense.
Yeah.
I know the younger generation really ain't got it, but I think it's up to the older generation to school the younger generation and how the right way to be in the proper etiquette.
I know.
That's the thing. You gotta let them learn sometimes, but you gotta be right there to pick them up, to help them learn, because there's a lot of hard heads, just like the old generation.
Yeah.
And that's the thing. I think it goes, you got to be there at the beginning, the middle, and the end. Otherwise, nobody's going to make it.
It's true.
Wow. Ladies, I think we touched on so much. Listen, we ran out of time on our subject we were talking about. We just skipped over basically. I mean, the ride, I mean, it's so many.
But if you think about it, Tia, the ride or die also fit in with the taking someone's keys.
Yeah. Yeah.
I think it fit because you're watching their back. You're making sure they make home
Absolutely.
in one piece.
Yeah.
You don't want that person
Especially
to
like
be
you
hurt.
said, if you see somebody, we're like that in my family. I ask my kids, we could be in the car driving, and I'm like, give mommy your report card. Let me know if I'm doing something wrong. What do you want to see me do better? What am I doing good at? How do I do things? And they'll tell me. So I think if I'm associated to you and you see me effing up, I think if you gonna call yourself my sister or my brother, you have a right. You have an obligation to pull me to the side and say, "Girl, get yourself together. You loose. Bring it together." You
Yep.
know what I'm saying?
Reel it in. Reel it in.
Oh,
Tight
wait, as one of those girls, you're going to have to reel in. Don't tell the sober me, because the sober me doesn't remember any of it. It never happened.
No.
It's not going to happen. But if you got something to say, you can tell the drunk me.
Oh, wow.
I'm just saying, dude, not everybody's like you two, and I'm just trying to be real with it. So
yeah, you're absolutely right. They're very confrontational. What I call it, what do I call liquor? I can't even think about it.
Devil's poison, Jessica's cup.
Yeah, it's like but anyway,
look, everybody has their own device.
System. It's like you do become someone else. You become someone else, and sometimes you can't take somebody's keys. You gotta fight with them. But like Dragon said, it's like they will kick your ass.
You don't have to fight with them. You follow them. That's the thing. Like, leave that out, or they're gonna go without any. Because you're gonna be pissed. You're gonna stay there. Something's gonna happen. But I'd rather be behind them when something happens, so somebody can help. And that's the thing, dude. Like, that's the thing. We're all different. We're all the same. We're all everything.
Yeah.
I got you drinking, ladies. We're good.
And I know there are things that go with each other. When you get around your brothers and fellowshipping, you are gonna want to drink. And sometimes depending on the sun or depending on what you ate that day, sometimes you'll feel like I'm used to drinking 6 beers. It doesn't bother me, but for some reason, that particular day is just like you kind of off. And you're on a bike. So it's nothing wrong with having people around you that want to look out for you. I wouldn't want to be in a environment where they would just let me ride off. He fuck messed up. Let him. That's a grown man. He should hold his liquor.
To circle back to that ride or die, dude, I heard a story. Some absolute people that are pretty much family, and dude, this girl works hard every day. She takes care of the house. Like, he's hungry. He sits down, everything there. Do you need more? I mean, but that's where she's from. And it's perfect. And she went and they were all at a big rally, whatever. She got real tipsy. She couldn't be on the back of the bike. So he ordered her a taxi. She got in the taxi. He told everybody, I got to follow the taxi. Everybody in that club left and followed the taxi. Every single brother. And that's the thing, dude. Like, that's ride or die. Even with him, even with the club.
Now this cracks me up. J Dream T, Black Dragon's got it on the screen right now. He says, "One thing I see your old man in all of you. China's plain and simple and to the point like Hollywood." Jess is smart and alert like Carlos, and Redbone is laid back, just like Black Dragon.
I like that.
Can
Yeah.
somebody take a screenshot of that smart thing? Somebody's gonna believe that. Somebody, please. Actually, let me take my screenshot. Hold on. No, Black Dragon, do not get rid of that. Hold on.
Send that
I
man
got
some
to
love.
security. Hold on.
Thank
There
you,
we go, there we go.
J Dream.
Nobody's
That's
gonna believe that.
hilarious.
They say
Oh, got it.
you see a man and his woman. I mean, yeah, I've heard that so many times. You know, you gotta compliment each other, that's for sure. That's so cute though. That's funny.
That was awesome. I love that.
Yeah. Oh no.
I had to read that one. I saw that and I couldn't.
Yeah.
I had
Dude, I
to.
love
That
that
was
one.
so great.
Very important. Dark Raven says personal accountability is very important too. Because when you care about your club, you wouldn't want to do something to cause them harm or bringing the law down on them. Yeah, you're a reflection of each other.
Yeah.
Always. You wear that patch. You know, I tell my children, when you go out this house, you're on stage. So when you think nobody is looking, somebody is always watching.
Everybody's looking. Everybody's looking.
I tell you, me and Dragon has a seafood place that we go to a lot. And the last time I went there, I said I wasn't going back. But the last time I went there, the girl that was taking the orders was so rude to everybody. So she cut me off or said something to me, and it was a bad day for me. And I was like, hold up, bitch. You know? She took me there, and it takes a lot to take me there. But when I'm there, I'm there. And I said, well, hold up, bitch. I'm spending my hard-earned money on this shit. You know, and everybody in the place was like, damn.
How many tables have y'all been at where they're all kissing their ass? Rude to you. Your drinks aren't there. I'm like, do you know who's paying? But let me get back to Amber. Dude, she was like, I've noticed your old man tends to rub his personality off on us.
Wait, I'm being Hollywood right now. Hold on.
I think that I really think that all three of us, like, our personalities we're always exactly like our mans. And when we met, it's like two peas in a pod.
You're funny.
Dude, I want that cigarette. I can't smoke in here.
I'm being Hollywood. Hold on.
I don't have big enough tits or muscles. Boobs are bigger than mine. I'm like, damn.
When Hollywood's concentrating during a show, he always lights a cigarette. So I just had to do it.
But that helps him calm. I mean, we all have our vices out here. A man, I don't trust a man with no vices. When I meet people, I'm like, what do you do for stress? And if you don't say, oh, I smoke or I drink or I work out, I pray, like, what do you do for stress? Because you need something out here in this world.
No, you don't want to know. That's the Ted Bundy. You don't want to know. That's the cartel. You don't want to know. Don't ask.
Wow.
Don't be asking questions.
I've noticed our old men tends to run his personality off on us. LOL.
No.
We do tend to act like them. Amber.
I don't think so. Nope.
Yeah, we do. I think when you're around somebody long enough, you do pick up on their mannerism, and it's by default. I do that all the time. Dragon said, "Oh, you're not the woman I met." It's because I've been around you for so long. It's just like, you know. But getting back to that story about the crab place, you know, I was in the mall walking up the stairs.
There's a story about a crab place?
That's what I was just talking about. And I said when I was telling my children that they're always on stage. So when I went off on that girl in that restaurant, 3 weeks later, I'm in the mall walking up the stairs and they hadn't opened yet. So another lady was walking up with me and she's like, what time do they open? I said, well, you know, they changed the hours back since Christmas. And so they open up at 11 now. So she's like, oh, okay. I remember you. I said, you remember me? She said, yeah, that time you went off on that lady in that crab place. And that was weeks prior. So I tell my kids all the time, you're on stage. So when you're out with your club, and you wearing that patch, you're on stage. The world sees you and they watching how you move. And especially if there's prospects around you, you want to make them feel like there's something proud to be a part of your club. You don't want to just show your ass. You're not now. You know, give them something to make them feel like, okay, I can hang with them, you know. But Yeah,
Don't-
ladies.
Don't fight with ignorant people, dude. I'm
Yeah,
from
but sometimes they will take you
Timbuktu.
there because I was
But
not.
that's the thing. That's the thing. Look at them. Who the whatever are they? That's
Yeah,
not worth my time. Now
she
you want to talk? You
every
want to say something to me about my family? I'm about to be your time.
yeah.
Otherwise, you're too stupid. Go on next.
But we all have a beast in us. Trust me. Everybody
yes,
on the
we
set.
know.
You
I need
know,
a mud pit between you and China. Wrestle on. It's gonna happen. So, guys, I don't know if you know, but in June, whatever, we are all meeting up, and Jess
Yeah.
is gonna get
in
I don't
June.
know, a mud pit. We get some other things.
There's a mud pit there. Just saying.
Oh Jesus! Well, I'm gonna get a bubble pit. How about that? I don't know, a Jello pit. I'm gonna make something else happen. I don't know. Ooh, a bikini
Yeah.
out of Jello. Ooh.
You
No.
crazy.
Well, ladies, I think we touched on a lot of subjects today. I think that ride or die thing, that phrase is very powerful, and a lot of people really, we all have different definitions of it, and I just feel like
Chocolate pudding pit. Thank you, Star. Love you. Sorry.
I just think so next week our show, we're gonna do a lot of questions and answers just like we're doing today. If we start off, we can start off with the questions and answers, and if it start kind of dwindling down where nobody's really asking questions, we'll talk about something like should we carry firearms? Should we carry guns? Is it what get the guys' opinions or the females' opinions about carrying around firearms? We'll talk about that. So yeah.
But just message, hit you're on everybody's thing. You're on Black Dragon, you're on Thunderbolts. I don't know. You'll have like 4 different fucking pages. I mean, freaking pages. I don't even know.
Yes,
Yeah.
let's go.
It is what it is. Thank you, China, for that thumbs up. I needed that one.
You ladies done an awesome job. Thanks so very much. You're welcome.
Send your questions.
Greetings from the UK. Ooh.
What's up, Jason? How you doing?
We should go down and see Jason and do like a live interview. I'm just saying.
Yeah, it's so cool how we have my old lady packs her own. Oh wow, I know that's right.
Her own water gun.
Right. Yeah.
Packs her own water gun.
Yeah.
I got 2.
How's the razor share fingernails? I don't know who that's for. I guess it's me.
Wait.
Okay.
She ain't the only one with razor sharp fingernails. Mine are just pretty with rainbows.
We showing her nails.
Like that's like a claw. Okay, wait.
Ladies should be allowed to carry a weapon. To carry plain and simple. Yeah. There's a lot of people who agree with that and a lot of people who disagree. I think the first biker chicks I've first seen as a kid was Sarah Connor in Terminator and that red-haired character in that old game. Good vibes. That's right, Randy.
Oh, it's crazy.
So many questions and comments. Add them in the comments, right?
Dude, seriously, after this,
I love that.
Put in questions so we can read them beforehand. We'd love to answer.
Somebody said they carry. Lori said she carried lots of water. A lot of water. Yeah.
Hey, where are y'all at?
That's
I don't even know where y'all are at. Should be scrapped.
Great show, ladies. Oh, China.
Warwick. Yes, I know.
Wait, Braxton, to you, sir. Not you can give anybody a water gun, but unless they're the person that's going to use it, they shouldn't even have it.
I know
why?
that's right.
That's going to hurt them.
Don't pull that
should be your
thing
number
out
one
unless
question
you can
before you hand
bang.
anything to anybody. Can you handle this? And even if they say yes, you know what type of woman that is. So, you know.
Redheads are dangerous. Who was a redhead?
What do you mean, who's redhead?
Oh, that's too funny.
She's a better
Oh,
shot than
well,
me.
ladies, we're gonna go ahead and wrap it up. Our guys are coming on after us, and thank you. We just thank everybody. Hit that like and subscribe button on all the channels, and thank you for supporting us. We're
Oh,
just
thank y'all.
starting this off, and we've been getting great reviews, and it's going well. So thank you for everybody who is supporting us at this time. We appreciate it.
Yeah, I'm
And
surprised
so,
anybody listens to us.
I'm not. I mean, I think if I wasn't here, I would want to hear. I think I would want to watch it. Yeah.
Well, the funny thing is, we've been doing this on the phone for a while, so it's good to
Yeah.
be able to share it because we're like, wait a
Yeah.
minute, somebody's gonna get a laugh or actually understand something.
Oh yeah. Yeah. So, all right. Well, we're gonna
Bye bye.
call it a night. Everybody enjoy your Sunday and hold tight because our guys are coming up next, and we want to support them and show them love as well. Thank you so much.
Bye.
Bye-bye. You guys take care. Have a good see you next week.
Much love, everybody.
Prepare yourself to take the helm as president of your mighty motorcycle club by delving into the pages of Black Dragon's newest book, The President's Bible, Chronicle 1, Principles of Motorcycle Club Leadership. There you will learn to advance your skills in applying the 14 scientific principles of leadership similar to those taught to officers in the United States Naval Service. Available in hardcover, paperback, and ebook. Get yours today on Amazon, Kindle, or order it at your local bookstore. Order your autographed copy from blackdragonsgear.com. Be the best motorcycle club president you can be. Get the book.